Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Just wanted to make this quick trail tip video, and it kind of has to do not necessarily with specifically gear, but it's more of, it obviously depends on where you live. Where I live and where I usually explore in the late spring and early summer, we have to worry about ticks. Obviously places have mosquitoes and stuff like that, but just in my neck of the woods, that's one that I have to worry about. So these are a couple of trail tips that I just wanted to pass along to where if it helped you when you're out exploring, or if you have similar environments that you're exploring, you might want to try on your own time. And if there's anything you know of that I can either do or pass along to someone else, leave it down in the comments below, and that way other people can get good ideas as well when they're out there. So let's get right into it. Alright, so first trail tip that I try to do is, even though this is a darker color gray, I usually try to wear something that is a solid color or really easy to spot if there's a tick on me. So despite what you might think, you might be under the impression that ticks just, right when they would land on you, they would bite right in, but they actually kind of roam around for a bit before they find a spot. So a lot of times what you'll see is you'll see one on your pant leg, you'll see one on your arm or your shoulder, or up on your shirt, or obviously on your hat. So I found that lighter color shirts or solid color shirts, or obviously I usually am out in lighter color pants, you can just spot them right away. The ones around here, they're obviously all different colors, but you're looking at a red, you're looking at a brown, some darker brown, but I mean they're really easy to spot even on like a dark gray shirt like I have on right now. That's trail tip number one, is to try to wear lighter color clothing, or at least clothing that's all one color. That way you'll be able to spot them a little bit faster, and then it wouldn't be as much of an issue. On to the next trail tip. The other thing I like to do usually is I try to actually get my pants a little bit longer. And that's another reason, is if you have higher pants and they don't cover your shoe or your hiking boot, obviously a tick can get on your sock. And if you don't have very high socks, they obviously can go up your ankle. I usually always have slightly longer pants for when I'm out, to where even if I'm hiking or snowshoeing or I'm bushwhacking, no matter what angle I'm trying to climb up on something, it won't come up and then obviously risk getting a tick on your exposed leg or even on your sock. And so that's trail tip number two. On to the third one. My final trail tip, I guess, could technically qualify as gear, although I feel like it's not necessary whatsoever. But I got one of these. This is actually one of those shoe polish brushes. They have very soft bristles. What I do is I actually have this right in the door of my truck. So before I get in, I'll use this actually, and I'll use it, especially since I usually am out solo, I use it to brush off anywhere where I wouldn't be able to physically see. That way you have one more kind of barrier of defense. The bristles are soft enough to where when you do it on your skin, it doesn't hurt or scratch you. They are firm enough to where if it did catch something, it would brush it off. It wouldn't just go over it. So with that, before I would go in, I would just brush off my pant legs real quick. Obviously do a visual inspection, but brush off my pant legs, my shoulders, and my upper back. And I'm brushing away. I'm doing movements where it's always down and away. I never like brush up to where I might flick one up back onto myself. That's a third, or actually you could consider a bonus trail tip, is some form of small brush handy to where you can brush yourself down before you get into your vehicle. That's it for this trail tip video, guys. Like I said, if you have any tips or tricks or hacks that you know of, please let me know down in the comments. That way you can let other people know. This is what works for me. This is what I've had good luck with. I'm kind of curious what this year is going to be like, because we did have a milder winter, and so far we've had an extremely wet spring. So we'll see what happens. But all right, guys, that's it for this video. I'm gonna head out. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. Comment down below, like I said, if you know of any other tips and hacks that can help someone else. We're gonna get loaded up and we'll keep heading up this mountain road. Stay safe when you guys are out there. We'll catch you on the next one. Get out and explore.